We looked very briefly in class time at how we could do things like add a baseboard to the wall or a cornice to the wall. So let me use this as the example. I've got this baseboard interior 5 inch. I'm going to say edit, duplicate, interior 5 inch partition with base and cornice. Right? That's just the name of the style that is being created. And then under here, under edit, you've got the materials of the wall itself. So if you look at that in a section view, in a section view, you'd see like a 20, by default, a 20-foot high wall. To make it easier to see bottom and top, what I'm going to do is make that something like 5 feet, and then just click in here so you can reduce it and I can zoom in. Now what I wanted to show was we did sweeps, where we got some profiles which are like two-dimensional shapes, and we swept them along the baseboard or swept them along where the cornice is at the top. So I'm going to say sweeps. There are some defaults in here. If you say add, for example, there are these parapet caps for windows or precast sills, that kind of thing. But there's nothing that looks like a cornice or a baseboard. So you need to first load them. If you say load, if you look under US Imperial Library and you look at profiles, so here, under the wall, you're going to have cornices like this. I'm going to pick cornice 1. This is me bringing it into the project so it's available to me from up here. But before I exit this, I'm going to get another one. So load profile, profiles folder. This one is under finished carpentry, where I've got like baseboards. So I've got a baseboard, base 1. You can also make your own if you need to for your own projects. I'll show you how. Now I can specify in here what I want, and so really you've just got to read the information that's in the row here. I'm going to say the profile I want. Let's put the cornice in. So it's a cornice 1. It says it's 3 inches high. What is its material? What is the distance from the base or from the top? So this would be from the top. Exterior or interior side, and we're not offsetting or flipping or anything like that. So if we do that at the moment, if you say apply, you'll see it come in on the top. So it's in this, if you like, if this was an AutoCAD block, the insert point is at the bottom. That's why it's sitting at the top there. So I need to move that down 3 inches. So here if I say -3 inches, and then apply, you'll see it move down. I want another one at the top that's on the other side of the wall. So later what we'll do is we can maybe specify this from the bottom so that we have a height from the bottom. In fact, in this example it might be easier because we're going to tell it where the ceiling is, and then we're going to tell it what height the cornice is. So let's do that from the bottom. From the base, say we want it to be 9 feet up. So I'm going to get a message here because I told it the wall is only 5 feet. So it's actually kind of way out there in space. So let's make the wall 9 feet. Okay, and then 3 inches down from there. So under sweeps, distance is 9 feet, is 8 feet 9. Okay, then I've got a add second one. It's just going to be the opposite of that. So cornice, 9 feet is 8 feet 9. Okay, 8 feet 9 from the base on the inside. It's there. Also sweeps. Add the baseboard, which was base 3.5 inch by whatever size you want, from the bottom, 0 distance from the bottom on the exterior. There it is. Fine. Just let me zoom in on it so you see it. And then again on the sweep, same thing. Baseboard from the bottom, but this you'll get error messages if you try and sweep something on top of an existing sweep. So let me show you, just so I do it. If I say apply, I couldn't create it, so I need to make sure that I've got this one on the interior side, and then I can say apply and I get it there. And then the last thing up here was the material, and I think we chose something like cherry. On the tabs about the material, not a good idea to have it call out the botanical name, so we're just going to call that cherry. On the graphics, you always want to say look at the way it renders, and under the graphics, when you shade, which is the command down on the left side of your screen, use the same appearance. So I can turn it on, turn it off once it's got the file. Once it's got the information from here, I don't need to keep that turned on. So there's my cherry material now in my project, and I can go and I can pick the other ones that have cherry as well. So cherry, cherry. Cherry. Okay, so that's my interior walls with the baseboard. So when I say OK and then OK and I'm out, there it is there. So I want all of my ceilings in here. If I say right click, select all instances in the project. So I'm getting all of these, and I can say let's move them to 9 feet. So my cornice is on the underside of that. So everything in my project is updating as I go. If I say show me an interior, probably need to do another floor on here, another camera in here just so I can see it. Camera where I'm standing here looking towards the entrance. Okay, why can I not see? You look on the sections again. This is where the oops, wait a minute, what was going on there? Oh, sorry, I made the style, but I didn't change the other one. So if I do a right click, select all instances in the entire project, that was the one that wasn't modified. That's just the 2-hour one. And what I had done was made this other one that said with base and cornice. I'm changing those other styles in my project. Okay, so back to my interior view, looking from, or I can see it in here, which would be good. I can see them on those walls of that style. So up to you if you want in your own project, if you actually have a baseboard and cornice or not, but that's how you would create them. And globally I can change it very easily by select all instances visible in the view of the style that I've got selected, which is 4 of this style, and change it to back to that if I don't need them.